We get a little bit of Rocky action here.
Oh, hello.
Game number 3, the Hummingbird is greeting the battle, and you can see Reload Esports just charging in.
Yeah, I don't know how afraid they're going to be in this match. Well, definitely see. Look for Valet. He's kind of the playmaker. So far, Mercy's taking a little bit of damage. He has to trade up the Trinket and the dive by the sword. Not what you necessarily expect, but the Ret Paladin with the wings is going to be putting in a lot of damage. We've seen it from Cowana in the past, but here's the Stormbolt. This could be the reversal of pressure. Yeah, capacity there onto Lontar into a full Cyclone. They're continuing this damage on Mercy. Could be in some trouble if Massive Spell comes in from Valet, freeing him from the crowd control, and now that Mercy is actually topped off and the Avenging Wrath has faded. This is where Reload Esports is going to get aggressive.
All right, let's see if they can pull it off here. Mercy right now is taking some damage here. There's a triple fear. He's looking to get aggressive. There's the Kyrian Spear. Here comes the damage. Delay looking for the crowd control. There's the Quaking Palm into what here from Delay. Doesn't look like he has anything more to follow it up with. They go for the Shackles here, though. Big damage on the Carrot. Mercy is taking a lot of damage. Nice interrupt there by Cassidy on the other Shackle. What are they going to do? Do they have another Shackle here to throw at Carrot? Doesn't look like it. Cowana has his Dispel, and it looks like they will be okay. Here comes the Rock, though. Big damage onto Kara. Cowana in crowd control. Lontar maybe looking for the Hex here. Defensively positioned. They get the Rock to stun him. Cassidy looking for more stuns into a Cyclone here. Mercy getting absolutely blasted here in the turnaround. They overlap the Trinket and the Massive Spell, and that's going to be the Spirit Link coming out as well. So far, I would say Cowana Gaming's comp is working wonders for them. They've only really used the Ret Trinket.
I don't think it was an overlap. Lontar got cloned on his MD into half clone and then Trinketed half clone. I think it was necessary there in that position. We see a Spirit Bastion pinning down the team, but Mercy can't attack. He's in a stun lock, running this double hybrid. And remember, Feral Druids actually have Mortal Wounds effects as well now on their Honor talents. So if this ends up going deep into dampening, those infected wounds are actually going to be a lot more valuable. Cassidy jumping over to Lontar, interrupting him, setting him up for a bash into a Cyclone. Mercy leaps back to stop him. He gets a double in-cap roar. Cassidy's not able to find that Cyclone. Good defense from Mercy, but now Mercy falls behind. He's taking a huge amount of pressure right now. Lontar struggling to heal him up here in game number 3, and Dive of the Sword will be forced prior to the Ret Paladin cooldowns. And we saw how quickly Kara evaporated Mercy in game number 1, and he's just going to be waiting in the wings to line up that powerful assault. Mercy is trying to get aggressive, but he's also a bit worried about overextending behind the pillar here, so he's slowly advancing forward along with Valet. I'd like Valet actually just be the first one to go in here on the team, maybe go Void Eruption, Void Volley them. And now Cassidy the target. Fear on Tana, Fear on Kara. Nice setup. Run in bear form, and he seems to be stable. They're going after Tana now. And remember, this is a matchup that Reload Esports have probably never played before, so they're treading new water.
Yeah, they definitely are, and that can be, a bit of an X factor in this match. And maybe that's the X factor that Cowana Gaming needs. Maybe it looked like Reload Esports was a little bit too comfortable, so bringing in Cassidy on the Feral Druid is the extra little bit of spice that they need, and it could end up being nice for them. But Cassidy getting chopped up. He's all over him. Let's see if he can survive now in cat form, trying to reverse the pressure. We're really looking for Kara and his Avenging Wrath. That's going to be the moment where the Ret Paladin really provides that additional damage they need to kind of push through all the defensives. And outside of those wings, it really feels like Reload Esports is in the driver's seat. They're going to be pushing forward and forcing Cowana Gaming to play a little bit defensive. Mercy needs to be careful. Doesn't want to push in too deep behind the pillar. If he gets caught into a stun, it can be an absolute disaster. Hammer of Justice on Lontar. Mercy in a lot of trouble. That's going to be the dive by the sword in order to survive. But a Hex on Lontar. Mercy not out of the woods just yet. Still just trying to run a little bit, trying to get over to Tana. Let's see what he can do. Spear Bastion drops down onto Kara. They're looking to get aggressive here. Kara could get low. This could be the Divine Shield, but no. Mercy just so low on health. He actually has to play defensive during his Spear of Bastion, which is definitely not the position you want to find yourself in.
Yeah, and Mercy is still not out of the woods yet. Cassidy's doing a great job here on this Feral Druid, just bleeding Mercy up, stunning him up, baiting him into bad positions, and just running away. The whole game is just running away, playing secondary healer here. And so far, Cowana Gaming strategy is working out for them. Fleshcraft's going to come out from Cassidy. He's going to look for the restuff here, and he will be pouncing potentially. No, Shattering Throw coming out. Cassidy's going to pre-line of sight it right before it goes off. There's the Void Eruption coming out from Belay here. Fleshcraft from Tana to avoid somebody sees it from Cassidy. Now Cassidy finally going to be going back in here, reapplying some of his bleeds. And Mercy just had enough here. He got Kaidan on his whole avatar. He's going to go and try to go after Kara, but then Cassidy immediately ducks out. And now, once again, Mercy in danger here. Big hit coming in here.
Oh,
He might just
1
go
second.
down. They get stunned on his trigger. They get the link back off cooldown. Immediately have to press it. And Lontar had to use his entire spell book, Spirit Link, Trinket, Ascendant, literally everything here. But now finding some pressure on Cassidy. And he will be running away. That was Cassidy's berserk here. And Mercy is not out of the woods yet. Anything on the Lontar, it could just be the game here. Kana's looking for the Hex. He gets interrupted. He trinkets out. He goes for it again. He gets kicked on his trinket. Mercy with the dive out of sword here, pulling out miracles, trying to survive here. Cassidy trying to go for the low cyclone onto Mercy. He gets it. You get the wind shear onto Lontar. They need to get a Hex or something onto Lontar if they want to continue this, but it looks like Mercy has been able to survive through his excellent defense.
Earth Elemental round 2 here for Lontar. Calling in Dwayne to try and get some work done, but they're just rooting Dwayne behind the pillar and avoiding it. And they can also use their own Earth Elemental to taunt it and try and keep it off of their attackers, but it's not being thrown down, and Cassidy's taking a tremendous amount of pressure as a result. Malediction coming in here as well. Let's see if they can chain them together. Mercy falls behind, though, has to leap away from the fray. Double Demo Roar. Cassidy goes for a clone. Hammer of Justice. Beautiful cross CC. Mercy is all alone and on the run at 30% here. Intervening back, trying to get to safety. He's still quite low. Lontar is struggling into the DR bash, trying to clutch up for a kill. Ignore pain, stalls for a few more seconds. Healing Tide Totem. They need to kill that Healing Tide Totem. They're targeting down the totem, trying to finish it off here and then go after Mercy. But here come more Malediction onto Cassidy. It seems like Bear Form is not going to be able to get through there. He's going to pop Fleshcraft and recover. Lontar's mana slightly behind, but Cowana Gaming survived the Earth Elemental of Lontar, so now they can get a little bit more comfortable. And in dampening, I mean, Mercy was barely surviving before it. Will he survive it now in it? Huge amounts of pressure coming through here. Mercy trades die by the sword. He might be dying through it. He goes for a Desperation Fear, leaps away behind the pillar. Cassidy hunting him down, gets Spear Bastion defensively away from Mercy. Now that he's safe, he's going to charge back in onto the Feral Druid. But I think the Feral Druid is going to be a tough target to kill. Mercy just can't stay aggressive. Disarming Kara here, trying to stall the pressure for Lontar to be able to recover. Valet popping into Void Farm, not getting too lucky on those Void Volleys, not hitting a single one on that Void Eruption. Cassidy now stunned up with Silence onto Tana. Valet trying to carry the team here, deep into dampening, swapping back over onto Kara. They net Divine Shield. Shattering throw on the Divine Shield. He hasn't fully recovered. Double stun lock, though. Potential turnaround onto Mercy. Kara trying to take him out as Cassidy crowd controls Lontar. Hex out of the in-cap roar. Clone onto the Priest. Hex gets disrupted by Lontar. And now Mercy should be able to get healed up here. Deputy is still quite high. He drops the Earthen Wall Totem. And Mercy doesn't feel comfortable. He's going to leap away from it. Lontar tries to pick him up with a Healing Wave. Going for another one. Fakes out the Skull Bash. Now he needs to go for another healing. He drops the Healing Tide Totem. Cassidy's killing that instantly. Good snipes on those Healing Tide Totems to keep their pressure. That's definitely why Lontar's mana is behind at this point.
Yeah, and we can see Kara in some trouble. They had a really aggressive play. Maybe Mercy gets dropped here. This is the Ascendance by Lontar in desperation, trying to keep him alive. He's got the link. He barely trades it out at 1%. The greed from Lontar. But now it's going to be a Reload Esports that can hopefully push through. Mercy's just getting smacked around. The dive by the sword comes in. That should be enough for Mercy to push forward. Kara literally has no cooldowns left. It's going to be up to Tana to save the day. Can he do it? He trinkets, dispels into a Quaking Palm. The Quaking Palm from Valet. Does he set up the team? The Capacitator Totem curve is so low. Feeling finally trades out, and now both teams, both dominants, no cooldowns left whatsoever. This is still anyone's game, but I get the feeling Mercy's going to be in some trouble here.
Yeah, Mercy with nothing left. He's in the Earthen Wall Totem. Here comes Belay with the Void Volleys. He connects one onto Cassidy, and that will be enough to send Kara flying away here, running for the hills. But he gets pinned down by the Spear. There's the Silence. Cassidy is here in the backline going for regrowths. There's the Shackles coming out, but he's not going to do too much here. He gets dispelled, and now Mercy leaping away here. And I really like what Mercy's doing. He's just crossing the map, and that's allowing Belay to just do so much. But Mercy taking massive damage. So is Kara. Defensive fear coming out from Belay. This is the Seraphim. This is the Wings. This is where Kara can absolutely destroy Mercy. He gets disarmed there. Beautifully done there by Mercy. It's the only way for him to really survive here, but now he needs to be careful. Kara has a big hit loaded up, and if he can get it, there is no answer on Lontar. Lontar's mana as well looking absolutely terrible right now. Nice defensive stun coming out from Mercy. There's the Void Bodies coming out from Belay. He's trying to break up the damage here, trying to get some counter pressure. Nice counter pressure onto Cassidy as well. Mercy now charging in, feeling kind of confident, but he takes one big swing there from Kara. He's trying to push through, but he can't. Nice CC coming out from Cassidy. trinketing out. Mercy died by sort of 1%. Here's the Curious Spear. They got the stun onto Tana. Any follow-up? They get the follow-up fear here. Here comes the shackles from Mercy, but he does get dispelled once again. And it looks like Kara will survive as both of these teams are working with 0 CDs and mana left, Sid.
I think it's over here for Mercy, leaping away from the fight, but Lone Tar has absolutely 0 mana. They're all over him. Cassidy goes in for the kill. He gets storm bolted away. Kara charges in to finish the work, and Kawana's Gaming's composition pulls out a win in Game 3. This is the composition that we haven't seen throughout the competition, and it looked good here in Game 3. Now Reload Esports need to make a reassessment, and remember, this is qualification for top 4. Reload Esports currently hold that position, and Cowana Gaming are looking to overthrow them.